Happy Kali Pujo to you too. Okay, so let's start. We'll just discuss why do we need functions. We had discussed last class like how to declare a function, then types of function, then what is a predefined difference between user defined predefined functions. All this we had discussed last class. Okay, so today we will be seeing, एक मिनट में just set कर लूँ पहले इसको. अरे जल्दी छुट्टी क्या, मैं तो सोची थी सीआर ग्रुप में लिखूंगी आज ठीक 5 बजे शुरू कर देंगे. So I have some specific things to cover. जैसे कवर हो जाएगा खत्म, ठीक है. बट द आयरन इज कवर होते होते शायद उतना ही हो जाएगा. 6:45 को चेष्टा कर, मतलब आई ट्राई माय बेस्ट कि 6:45 तक एटलीस्ट हो जाए। हाँ, ये आलतू फालतू चीज लिखना बंद करो तो जल्दी होगा। ओके, सो व्हाई, व्हाट आर द एडवांटेजेस ऑफ अ फंक्शन? Now, the very first thing is modular approach. What do we mean by modular approach? As you all are computer science students, so I hope and expect you all know certain things. So I will write it. जहाँ पे आपको लगेगा doubt है तो मुझे वहीं पे पूछ देना, ठीक है? So I'll explain. So first one is modular approach. What do we mean by modular approach? One big code is, or a big job is divided into smaller units, and each unit is taken care by the by one function, right? So this is called a modular approach. So we can say that the job is divided into smaller units, and each such unit is handled by the small units are called what? Modules. Which type of modules? Independent but interlinked. Independent but interlinked माने क्यों? मतलब क्या? That they are independent units, but one may lead to the requirement of the other. Okay, something like check is an independent function. Factorial is an independent function, but in order to use factorial, it's better if you use the check. So this is called interlinked, and each such unit is handled by a function. Okay. Then second one is modular approach. Second one is what? Second one is your, so as it is modular, easy to design and maintenance, easy maintenance. Okay, easy to design and maintain. So what happens, as there are modules, if you wish, you can add the module. If you do not wish, you can drop the module. So modules, like जैसे मैंने last class में भी example दिया था, you are been given the task to automate the placement department. तो हम लोग उसमें ना पहले students को add करते हैं, details add करेंगे. So we have a insert module, we have a update module, we have a remove module, we have a search module, we have a delete module. Now our HOD sir tells that okay, once a student is always a student, so their data should not be removed. Okay, there might be a reason that the student is dropped out after 1 year, or maybe after 2 years the student has got better opportunity, the student could not cope with the thing, or maybe some mishap has happened. So all these cases we can always create a status column to discontinue the student. Okay, show the discontinuation, but you should not remove the student's details. So how to do this? This is so all you need to do is जो आपका remove module था, वो module को हम लोग comment कर देंगे, so that module will not be called, and we will write one more, or we can modify that one as a status update module को थोड़ा change करके और एक status update कर देंगे. मैंने under that delete, now the code will be status update. So adding and dropping of modules will be easy, but if it's a 10,000 lines of code, naturally it will be very difficult to manage it, right? So modules can be added or dropped at any time as per the requirement. Okay, then code is reduced, reduction in code size कैसे होता है? फॉर एग्जाम्पल देखिए, सपोज हम लोग कोड यहाँ पे हाँ, दैट्स व्हाट. सो सपोज ये हमने प्रोग्राम एक लिखा है, वो आपका इंसर्ट, अपडेट, डिलीट एंड सर्च, इन सब के लिए. सो व्हाट वी कैन डू हियर, वी कैन सपोज this is a update module. Okay, this is a update module. In the update module, we need to write first some codes for searching. है ना? We need to first write some codes for searching. We need to write first some codes for searching. So this is the code for searching, suppose. ठीक है, ये सर्चिंग का कोड हमने लिखा. उसके बाद हमने ये दूसरा जो भी अपना अपडेट का प्रोग्राम है ये हमने यहाँ पे लिखा. ओके, नाउ सी this particular searching code is required for deletion also, isn't it? So whenever somebody would like to delete or remove a record, student में remove नहीं होता है, suppose item and all है, तो remove record, in that case this is required. What do I search? So this is suppose remove. उसके बाद फिर से आपका remove का कोड लिखा जाएगा. Okay, so similarly there is a search option, various types of searching के लिए there is a search option. Now in the search option again this code is written. So instead of writing it so many times, what we can do, we can save this code as a function called search, and instead of writing the entire thing, you can simply make a call to search. So this is going to, naturally, if suppose the size of the code is 50 lines, then 100 lines are straightway saving. Right, so this is called a reduction of the code size. So if a single piece of code is getting repeated, understood no? ये समझ में आया जो मैंने समझाया? Anybody is having doubt? No. Okay, good. So what we can say, if a piece of code today's class is moreover a theoretical, but many important definitions we are going to cover. So if a piece of code is repeated in a program, then it can be saved as a function and is called as and when required. Okay, which will produce a smaller code. Okay, so this is the advantage. So what is the last advantage we have? The last advantage we have is debugging, easy to debug. Okay, it's easy to debug. So suppose we are having, this is one insert function. Okay, this is the update function. Then we have suppose one delete function. Delete or maybe update status or something like that. Then we can have one search function. We can have one search function. We can have one list function like this. Many functions are there. So now how the program is written. Now see, whenever you will be writing the code, this is suppose the remove function. This is suppose the update function. This is say the insert function. This is say the search function. This is say the list function, like this. These are the functions. तो ये main function हमने लिखा है यहाँ पे. ये main function. In the main function आपको जो लिखना है आप लिखोगे. उसके बाद हमने एक menu display करना है. तो so after some course we are displaying a menu to the user. So we are writing printf one add record, है ना? Add record. Then we write 1 2 update record, like this and so on. इस तरह से आपने लिख दिया. ये लिखने के बाद ये लिख दिया. ये लिखने के बाद हम लोग एक्सेप्ट करेंगे, चॉइस एक्सेप्ट करेंगे, है ना? सो चॉइस को एक्सेप्ट किया. उसके बाद क्या करेंगे? स्विच. सो वी राइट स्विच चॉइस, स्विच चॉइस के बाद जो केस 1 होगा, केस 1 में क्या होगा, हमने इंसर्ट फंक्शन को कॉल किया यहाँ पे, राइट। कॉल करने के बाद क्या करेंगे, ब्रेक। ठीक उसी तरीके से हम लोग केस 2, अपडेट, फिर क्या करेंगे, ब्रेक। ठीक है, इसी तरीके से we will start calling different functions. पांच फंक्शन है हमारे, है ना। So this 3 is a remove, and then this one is search, this one is list, this is case 4, this is case 5. ओके, ऐसा ये कर दिया। ये करने के बाद सपोज इस तरह से है, और देन ये आपका लूपिंग एंड होगा, प्रोग्राम एंड होगा, रिटर्न 0 होगा, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा। ठीक है, नाउ दिस प्रोग्राम व्हेन आई कंपाइल, आई एम गेटिंग से दिस इज लूपिंग। ये आपका तो एक लूप के अंदर होना चाहिए ना, दिस वन। तो यहाँ पे हम एक while डाल देते हैं, while choice is not equal to 6 is suppose exit. Okay, then we are doing this. So now see what happens when we say insert, then this is going to get connected, linked with this function, right? Similarly, when you say update, it is going to get linked to this function. When you say remove, this is search, this is list, right? Now, what happens, suppose when I compile this program, I get, say, error tracking when you're telling, no, debugging. Now, error can be a compilation time error. It can be a bug. Bug normally refers to a runtime error. Bug is normally it's not a compilation time error. Okay, bug is a runtime error, and runtime error is very difficult to track actually why it is happening. So, I mean, you will simply get a maybe code dump error. Okay, समझ भी नहीं आ रहा है ये कोड डंप क्यों हो रहा है, कहाँ से हो रहा है. So all we can do is, let me tell you one compilation part first, then आपको रन टाइम का बताती हूँ. So all you need to do is simply what you do, put comment here. Okay, ये पूरा चीज को कमेंट कर दो, पूरा चीज को कमेंट कर दो. और एल्स एक काम करो, ऐसा भी नहीं है, you don't need to comment entire thing. सिर्फ फंक्शन कॉल को कमेंट कर दोगे. ओके, सिर्फ इसको कमेंट कर, ओनली दिस शुड बी कमेंटेड. डन. तो ये जैसे कमेंट हो जाएंगे, सो व्हाट विल हैपन, इट विल नॉट गेट कंपाइल्ड, है ना. इट विल नॉट गेट कंपाइल्ड. सो आज इट विल नॉट गेट कंपाइल्ड, then I mean which will not get compiled, this part will be now blocked. ये total part आपका block हो गया, ये compile ही नहीं होगा, समझे. तो for the compilation, the compiler, now how much code is left, only this much is left to be compiled. So now suppose from that 200 error that I was getting, I am getting only 5 errors or 10 errors. So now I am pretty sure that these 10 errors are within this particular function, right? Within this function only these errors are. So it's easy for me to fix. Why? Because the scope becomes limited. Is it clear to everybody? So now once I fix this and it becomes 0 error, what you do now, you will simply take out this, what do you say, comment. So the moment you take out this comment, your insert function is open now. Okay, only this function is open. That means how much is to be compiled? This code plus insert. Yes, that means जितना error है कहाँ पे होगा बताओ. अभी suppose 5 error आ रहा है. Now tell me where these errors are. Now suppose only 5 errors are coming. So where these 5 errors I will look in. Yes. So either it is here. दो जगह पे होगा, दो जगह पे होगा. One is call to the function. यहाँ पे गड़बड़ हो सकता है और body में गड़बड़ हो सकता है. Yes, understood. Insert or switch from which you are calling that particular function. So बस इतना ही हम लोग चेक कर लेंगे. Done. Now once that is error free, अब इसको हटाओ. बड़े कोड्स हमेशा इसी तरीके से करोगे. ठीक है. सो नाउ अपडेट, तो अपडेट हटाया, तो जैसे अपडेट हटाया अब ये कोड खाली इंसर्ट हो गया, ये कोड खाली ऐड हो गया, सर्च भी नहीं हुआ है, बस इतना ही है। उसके बाद अगर अपडेट के अंदर से सर्च हो रहा है तो सर्च हैज टू बी ओपन, उसके बाद रिमूव। ठीक है, इस तरीके से एक एक करके हम लोग हटाएंगे एंड आवर कोड विल बिकम एरर। So this happens when we are having a compilation time error. Exactly same process you apply to runtime error. Okay, so let's see where this code dump is happening, where this problem is happening, where this segmentation fault error is coming. So how to get it? Just remove one point, पूरा सारे फंक्शन को रिमूव कर दो, देखो मेन्यू वेन्यू आ रहा है कि नहीं, मतलब यस इतना काम कर रहा है, मतलब माय मेन्यू एंड ऑल पार्ट इज करेक्ट, then just try to open only insert and try to run it. So it will check whether a dereference pointer is getting used or not, something is happening or not. जहां पे problem आता है बस वहीं पे आपको check करना है. So this makes the process very, I mean, smooth if you are making it modular. Otherwise, I mean, if the entire code is put here, first of all, it will be jumbled up, the code will be too big, and nested comments and all problems are going to get. Clear, everybody? So that is why we it's always suggested that we should go for a modular approach. Typically in bigger problems, modular approach is always better. Okay. So next point is easy to debug. These are the advantages of a function. Now, can you tell me, is there any, is there any overhead that the functions has? In order to get so much of advantages, do I need to pay? Does it have some price? Tell me. No? Okay. Now see, I'll give you one example you can understand. You have a table, okay? You want to make a study table. You want a study table. तो आपके बाबा ने बोला ठीक है, let's call the carpenter, let the carpenter make it. तो आपने you search for the carpenter's number, you call the carpenter, क्योंकि carpenter तो अपने घर में है, अब जब तक नहीं बुलाओगे तो आएगा ही नहीं, है ना? So you need to search the carpenter's number, you need to find out a carpenter, you need to call the carpenter, and the carpenter will come do the job. Makes sense? Makes sense to take so much of pain, right? So we need to wait because the carpenter will come, he will, I mean, you will call, the carpenter will come. So ये जो call करना और आना, इसमें कुछ time लग जाएगा. If you do it yourself, उतना आपको wait नहीं करना है. Okay, so in that case, what happens whenever, when that wait time is not there, if I do it myself, but it is worth taking that much of pen because it needs a specialized person to do the job, right? Fine. Next, मेरा study table हो गया, सब कुछ ready है, and I'm using. But suppose by some chance there is a nail that has come out of it. एक क्या बोलते हैं उसको, kill, एक kill उठ के आया है. So वहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है ना, dress फंस रहा है, I mean लग रहा है कहीं कहीं, हाँ. So we want to fix it. So all we need to do is you may call the carpenter to do the fix the job, और आप एक हथौड़ा लेके खुद पीट दोगे उसको, ये भी हो सकता है ना, हथौड़ा लो, पत्थर लो, कुछ भी लो लेके, you can fix it yourself, or you can call the carpenter also. Fine. So you are again, so carpenter is what, it's a function. So again you search the carpenter, you make a call to the carpenter will come. So it will take some more time there. Instead I can take always I can take a hammer and fix it up myself. Okay, so what happens, what you understood from it, that yes, if it is worth, we may take the help, because it is a what is a function is a module, or function is a unit of code that performs a specific task, right? So I can take the help of the code if it is worth it, because it is taking more time. So the overhead associated with a function is always the linking and loading time. What is linking loading? In the next phase I will discuss. Aji, today only. So linking is searching the function. You are linking with the carpenter. You are making a call to the carpenter. You can make a call to the carpenter. Okay, so whenever, so it is called linking. You're searching, you're linking. Then once you find it, then you call it. So it will be coming. So it is loading. So linking loading is the overhead. It's a pure overhead. और कुछ नहीं इसका. So function, anytime you call a function, always count how many times you are calling it. Okay, the more the number of times you call it, the more is the linking loading overhead you are paying for. Understood? So what is the overhead of a function? Let's see. Yeah, continuously people get disconnected. Continuously people get disconnected. Then what is the, you don't call it over, I mean disadvantage. Okay, this is the overhead of a function. So what is the overhead of a function? Overhead of a function is, you can say, the linking and loading time for a function is a pure overhead. Okay, the linking and loading time of a function is a pure overhead, but it is worth it because function gives us so many advantages. But if you are not getting any of this such advantage, it's better not to write a function and directly write it in main. समझ में आया all of you? Is it clear? Okay. So now let's learn a little more about main function. What main is? Overhead. Overhead means what is the cost of getting a particular service? That is called the overhead. What is the overhead for a particular facility that you are getting? What is the cost? How to know if it is worth? Yes. Like if I have a one-liner function, okay, suppose you have a function like I'll say you're welcome. Okay, एक line function. There is a error, printf error. There is a function. So printf error अगर आप ऐसे ही लिख देते हैं अपने कोड के अंदर, then what code it is reducing? Tell me, is it reducing any code? आशुतोष, अगर आप एक फंक्शन कॉल करते हो, फंक्शन का नाम है एरर, उसके अंदर क्या लिखा है? प्रिंटफ एरर. तो प्रिंटफ एरर तो हम डायरेक्टली भी लिख सकते थे ना उसके अंदर. तो डायरेक्टली लिखोगे तो क्या होगा? इट विल गो टू एरर फंक्शन, इट विल सर्च एरर फंक्शन, कॉल एरर फंक्शन. जैसे मैंने आपको बोला, एक कारपेंटर को बुला रहे हो एक हथौड़ा मारने के लिए, दैट्स ऑल. इट्स नॉट वर्थ इट. So that is the reason in C++ you have got something called inline function. Because there it will not save your space. Normally यहाँ पे हम लोग space saving का बात कर रहे हैं, modular का बात कर रहे हैं. Typically यहाँ पे space saving हो रहा है, तो वहाँ पे ना space save हो रहा है, but unless it's not saving any space, rather it is taking more time. So if the function is very small, if it is a one-liner function and it's not returning anything, which I can directly write in line, inside my main code, then it's better to go for that. Don't use a function in anything and everything. Okay, but suppose a function contains 3 to 4 lines of code, it has got a specific utility, then you can write it as a function. So to make your code flow very smoothly, you can use it. But if it's a single line like a print statement itself is a function. So why again to call it inside another function? समझ में आया? Error, printf तो खुद एक function है, फिर उसका एक error function में डालने का तो कोई मतलब नहीं बनता, सीधा लिख दो ना printf error. That's what. Okay, so main function, if I want to take a little attention on that. So main function is compulsory in every program. Without that, program cannot run. Okay, main function is compulsory in every program as it is the first function that is called by the okay. Now, apart from main, you may write any other function, you may not write. So one may write or may not write any other functions. Okay. Now every function is directly or indirectly called by main. Okay. Execution of the program starts with the first executable line of main and ends with the last statement. Okay, ends with the last statement. This is a normal execution in a procedural programming language. Okay, now a return value in C program, return value, अच्छा और एक चीज है यहाँ पे, we can have the default return type of any function in C is integer, but not in C++ or any other language. It's only in C. The default return type is integer. Okay. Next, main must return in C specifically. Okay, main function should return an integer type which ranges from 0 to 255. Okay, now in this 0 is for success, 1 is for user input error, and 2 to 255 is for any interrupt, any other interrupt, which may cause the termination of the program. Okay, now the question comes that what happens if I do not write main? I mean, int main. I write a void main. What he's asking, Abhinav, is the declaration of main overloaded in the compiler? Like, how does main work with command line argument, then environmental variables work? Yes, it is the only overloaded function in main, Abhinav, but for the time being, I will not go into command line. That I will cover towards the end of C curriculum. Okay, I will teach you. I'll teach you that because in file handling, we will be requiring it. Okay, so, but yes, for your information, main is the only function that is overloaded. Okay, there are, I mean, it's not overloaded exactly. It has got default values, default argument values. So main is the only function, but not any other function is supported. Okay, और एक क्या था? I was just thinking to tell you all. I just remembered. He just asked a question. I forgot again. Okay, if I'll remember, I'll tell you. Okay, I just forgot. Fine. Now, what is why a main function should return a integer value? See, what happens? Many students have asked me that if I write a float main, what will happen? If I write a char main, what will happen? If I write void main, what will happen? Okay. Now let's first take one example. Then we will go back to this. Fine. Now, all of you, for any reason or some reason or the other, might have been to the doctors, right? Doctor's chamber. Now, private practice. Doctors who do the private practice. अब गए होंगे तो वहां पे क्या होता है? There is a doctor's chamber where there is one assistant of the doctor who is sitting, and there are patients, right? So let me draw this a little. So suppose this is the doctor's chamber. Fine. Now, this is the queue that is created. This is the queue that is created. And here is the, you can say, the assistant of the doctor who is sitting here. He will be making the queue. Okay. Now, there are many patients here. Suppose there is a patient number 1. There is a patient number 2. There is a patient number 3. Okay. 3 patients are there. They're in the queue. Now, the first patient, for instance, it's suppose somebody who is who has got a lot of consultation to do with the doctor. He has got a lot of discussions because he is having some chronic, therapeutic treatment, something he's taking from the doctor. Okay? He's going to take a lot of time. He is the first person to come and sit. Now, the second person is having a common cold and fever, which happens in general season change. It's not corona. It's just a common cold and fever, and it's all tested that it's not corona. Next, it's not COVID-19. Sorry. So next, third patient is a having diarrhea. Okay, he's having a diarrhea complaint. So now all these 3 patients are sitting. So the first patient goes inside. Okay, na? Your first patient is allotted to the doctor. So once doctor has finished his consultation with the person, second person should go. So how much this person is taking? He has taken 1 hour of time. Fine. Then the assistant is reporting, sir, other 2 patients have left. They are not there. They're no more there. Why? Common cold patient, he is feeling irritated. Why to wait for 1 hour of time? Yeah, it's too much. He left. And diarrhea patient to चाह के भी wait नहीं कर सकता है. So he has also left. So the doctor told, no. Let's take some alternative arrangements for this. We will not go by this principle. So what we will do, let's fix a slot. Okay, let me write down the terms. So we have a doctor, we have patients, we have assistant, we have queue. Okay, and the doctor is going to find a slot, fix a slot for everybody. So say the doctor has fixed a slot of 15 minutes. Fine. So 15-minute slot is fixed for every excipient. So 15-minute slot is fixed for every patient. Fine. Now, so there's a 15-minute slot. So how it is supposed to work? See, the first patient is allocated. Fine. Now after the chamber will be locked. समझ में थोड़ा सा absolute situation है, but please try to understand it. So the first patient is getting in and the room is locked. It's locked from outside. Then even if the doctor wants, the doctor cannot go outside. The doctor cannot open the door. It can only be opened by the assistant. समझ में? It can only be opened by the assistant. Okay. So now, when the assistant will open, only after completion of 15 minutes, or there is a buzzer here. Okay, there is a buzzer here, which is controlled by the doctor from here. समझ में आया? So when the doctor is going to put the buzzer, then only it is going to open. समझ में आया? Concept क्या है? तो doctor either 15 मिनट के बाद open करके check करेगा, or doctor will put the buzzer on, then only he'll come. Fine. So first patient is in. 15 minutes हो गया. He has come and asked that, is your consultation finished? He told, doctor told, no, yes, primary consultation is finished, but I need to check a little more of his maybe test reports or something like that. Then the assistant requests the person, so fine, 2 more patients are there, so please you wait. So the person is put back to the queue. Again, person number 1 is put back to the queue. So after doctor attends these 2 people, he will again attend the person number 1. समझ में आया? फिर न्यू पर्सन जो आएगा पेशेंट नंबर 4 और 1 के बाद रहेगा. 15-15 मिनट के स्लॉट में हर कोई अंदर जा रहा है. किसी को डाउट है तो अभी पूछ लो. तो फिर क्या जाएगा? फिर पेशेंट नंबर 2 विल गो, राइट? फिर पेशेंट नंबर 2 अंदर जाता है. पेशेंट नंबर 2 जब अंदर जाता है, so it's a common cold and all. Doctors are habituated of writing this prescriptions. So within 3 minutes time, the doctor has written it. समझे? Within 3 minutes time, the doctor has completed it. So 3 minutes time is only gone from 15 minutes. So the door will not open by the assistant. How it will open? If the buzzer works. Means if the doctor is able to communicate back, so the patient, the assistant is communicating with the doctor by opening the door. The doctor is communicating with the patient by putting the buzzer. But we have a void function. ये तो return उसका है ही नहीं, तो doctor तो communicate कर नहीं सकता यहाँ पे. समझ में? The doctor is unable to communicate because अंदर से बाहर कम्युनिकेशन कैसे जाएगा? रिटर्न से. बाहर से अंदर कम्युनिकेशन कैसे आएगा? आर्ग्यूमेंट से. तो आपने तो void function लिख दिया, मतलब आप कुछ रिटर्न कर ही नहीं रहे हो. So when you are not returning anything, you are not communicating, when the assistant is going to open it only after 15 minutes or not? All of you are getting what I told? That means now 12 minutes of the doctor's time is getting wasted. Clear? 12 minutes of the doctor time is getting wasted. Right. So now the next person goes. So here the patient, there is no problem, but the job or the task got finished before the slot time is over. Right. Now go to the third case. Is a diarrhea patient. In this case, normally doctors only will give a medicine to check the motion. They will not give you any antibiotic until unless there is a test done, pathological test done. So doctor has prescribed some tests which this fellow has not done, or even if I've done, has not got the report. तो अंदर गया, तो डॉक्टर उसको पूछते हैं that आपको तो चेक करने के लिए मेडिसिन दिया था, but have you got the test reports with you? He told no, I have not. Then doctor says, then I can't help it, I can't continue because already जो मेडिसिन देना था वो तो मैंने दे दिया. Further medication only then I can do when I see the report. Without that I can't prescribe any antibiotic because I don't know what you have got actually. So in this case, due to the patient's mistake, the consultation was abruptly, or the consultation was aborted, right? The consultation could not be complete, but because of the patient's mistake. अगर patient सारा पकड़ के आता अपना test report, consultation होता. So इतना बातचीत करने के लिए उनको 1-2 मिनट टाइम लगा suppose. Okay, to do this much of discussion, they required only 2 minutes of time. So this 2 minutes of time, वैसे फिर से बजर नहीं बज रहा है ना? तो डॉक्टर का कितना टाइम इधर वेस्ट हो गया? 13 मिनट तक दोनों अंदर लॉक्ड है. तो देख रहे हो 2 पेशेंट में कितना टाइम उन्होंने लूज किया? He has lost 25 minutes doing nothing. Within 25 minutes इस तरह के 10 पेशेंट उन्होंने वो देख लेते हैं, है कि नहीं? So isn't it affecting the overall efficiency of the doctor? Yes or no? His time is getting wasted, no? Clear? हाँ? अच्छा, समझ में आया सबको? Okay. So I'll add one more thing here, that is अच्छा. So, अब इसको हम लोग ना अपना कंप्यूटर के सिनेरियो के साथ कंपेयर करते हैं. ओके, सो लेट्स कंपेयर इट नाउ. I'll put one buzzer thing also here. Buzzer एक चाहिए हमें, that we need to take. Yes, done. Okay. तो यहाँ पे और एक ऐड करेंगे बजर. अब मुझे बताओ, इन अ रियल लाइफ कंप्यूटर सिनेरियो ये डॉक्टर किसे रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है? पेशेंट्स की. लेट मी चेक हु कैन कोरिलेट विद एग्जांपल कि हम क्या बात करना चाहते थे. इन अ रियल लाइफ सिनेरियो हाँ इस तरह से लिखोगे आप खाली वैसे लिखने से कैसे होगा सी the doctor is no listen no you all are getting wrong कंपाइलर रन टाइम में कहाँ आता है बेटा दिस इज द सीपीयू पेशेंट्स आर द प्रोसेसेस ओएस पढ़ रहे हो ना सारे processes assistant is the operating system q is the ready queue oh yes Samvit where were you so basically CPU scheduling we are doing we are not doing CPU scheduling we are trying to optimize the operation now slots are the quantum RR schedule में जो quantum होता है okay and what is a buzzer is a return value okay अब देखो इसके साथ कंपेयर करके so this is a CPU fine now we will be allotting say this is a RR scheduling that we are talking okay round robin we are talking so this is a priority wise but priority wise again not infinitely the codes are running it's for a particular quantum fine now suppose we are having let me take out this one इसको क्यू को मैं थोड़ा सा लंबा कर देती हूँ और ये मेरा ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम है ठीक है who is overally taking a note of everything so this is the queue in the queue this is process 1 2 3 so let me just write it as p1 p2 and p3 right p3 and इसके साइड में ना let me write the burst time है ना how much time it is expected to run for suppose this is 10 milliseconds this is suppose 2 milliseconds this is suppose 7 milliseconds okay this is the burst time समझ में आया this is the burst time now the quantum that we have discussed decided is suppose is a 4 millisecond माने for 4 milliseconds suppose one process will be inside the CPU clear the process will be inside the CPU only for suppose 4 milliseconds fine so OS is going to monitor it is going to take out the it is going to check the status after 4 milliseconds or it will be checking this there is a I mean variable that it checks this is called a status variable so what the status variable this is updated by the return value from main okay the status variable is updated by the return value of the main function this is the status fine so if you are able to return then there is a change that is coming up here okay that is coming up here so now we are writing क्या हुआ मानस रंजन नायक वन मैम मने कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया क्या so now the first process will go okay let him reply I'll then take care so first process gets inside so this is removed from the queue and it is allotted kya p1 allot hua so after 4 millisecond OS is going to check okay OS is going to check what it is going to find out that it is not yet completed right as it is not yet completed let me just put it like this as it is not yet completed it will after 4 milliseconds it will put it back here so this is p1 that is coming here and with a remaining timer 6 milliseconds right okay this is operating system I'm teaching you so this is 6 milliseconds हो गया अच्छा उसके बाद p2 जाएगा अंदर उसके बाद p2 जाएगा अंदर so when p2 will go inside how much is the burst time of p2 2 milliseconds so naturally after 2 milliseconds p2's job will be over okay yes status of p1 will be saved Kaniti और यहाँ पे क्या दिखाऊं मैं it's a context switching that is happening ठीक है let me talk to you in your language it's a context switching that is happening clear so in the context switching so this is a context switching P1 will be taken out and P2 will be in. So when P1 will be taken out, naturally all the registers and everything that it is using, if you remember, we had discussed the various registers that it is using, right? So before the program is completed, if you want to take it out from the processor, then you have to take a print of all the register values and save it where? In the PCB, process control block, right? So in the process control block, when you save it, so next time when you resume it exactly from that point. It's like a bookmark. So this is what is happening. But this is not what we are discussing now. We are discussing something else. So this is a context switching that is happening. P2 goes inside. Now after 2 milliseconds, P2's job is completed. Okay. So once P2's job is completed, as you have written a void main, it will not be able to update the status. So जो garbage value status में होगा वो garbage ही रहेगा. So it will not be, OS will not be able to see any changes in the status variable. So OS will not check. So only it will check when after 4 millisecond is over. So this much of time is wasted or not. This much of CPU time you are wasting. Clear? So now it is completed. So ये नहीं आएगा. फिर P3 अंदर जाता है. Okay. So now P3 will go in. So P3 will go in now. Yeah, P3 will go in. So when P3 will get in, what will happen here? P3, it's suppose a program, you're trying to find the factorial of a number and you put a negative number, right? So the program will be terminated because of user input error, right? So the program will terminate because of user input error. That means what happens? And this has happened suppose in 1 millisecond time. So इट विल बी योर, अगर आपने रिटर्न वन नहीं लिखा है, अगर रिटर्न वन लिखते हैं तो यहाँ पे वन अपडेट होता, तो ओएस को दिखता है दैट स्टेटस हैज बीन अपडेटेड. स्टेटस इज अपडेटेड बाय द रिटर्न ऑफ मेन, राइट? सो इफ देयर इज अ वन दैट इज कमिंग हियर, दैट मींस मेन हैज कंप्लीटेड, अदरवाइज हाउ द रिटर्न वैल्यू हैज कम, सो इट विल रिलीज इट. इट्स अ जॉब ऑफ ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम टू अलोकेट द प्रोसेसेस टू सीपीयू ना. ऑटोमेटिक तो नहीं होता है. इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ ओएस हु इज डूइंग इट. अब उसको पता कैसे चलेगा? नहीं पता चलेगा ना, क्योंकि आपने तो वन लिखा ही नहीं है, अपना तो वॉइड मैन है. So again, यहाँ पे 3 millisecond of processor time is wasted. Okay, so देख रहे हो how much of the CPU time is wasted. So people think that यहाँ पे तो यार एक सेकंड चला जाता है, समझ में नहीं आता है. मिलीसेकंड क्या है? System can do wonders in 1 millisecond, microsecond also. It can solve many processes within that. So this is simply a misutilization of the function, misutilization of the system. So the first problem that you are going to that is happening, तो वही मैंने बोला था that अमन कहाँ से once again स्टार्टिंग से नहीं कर सकते, कहाँ से बताओ, कौन सा नहीं समझा तुम? The main function when it returns, ठीक है, ये मैंने आपने रिटर्न लिखा ही नहीं, आपने void main लिखा है. Fine. So what you will do when the number is negative? Okay, when the number पहले का 2 मिलीसेकंड समझ में आया तो, because P2 का बर्स्ट टाइम 2 मिलीसेकंड बचा था उसका, आपका क्वांटम टाइम 4 मिलीसेकंड है. सो 2 मिलीसेकंड में उसका काम खत्म हो गया, जो ठंडा सर्दी खांसी वाला पेशेंट का हुआ था, खत्म हो गया. बट आज यू कुड नॉट राइट अ रिटर्न जीरो. आपने तो रिटर्न जीरो लिखा ही नहीं था, तो रिटर्न जीरो जो नहीं लिखा था, लिखते तो यहाँ पे जीरो आता, तो इसको दिखता कि अपडेट हो रहा है, तो ये रिलीज कर देता, तो नेक्स्ट चला जाता 2 मिलीसेकंड के बाद. बट आज यू डोंट, यू हैव अ वॉइड मेन, यू कुड नॉट रिटर्न, आज यू कुड नॉट रिटर्न, दिस डिड नॉट गेट अपडेटेड. As this did not get updated, okay, as this did not update, what will happen? It will not understand. So 2 millisecond वहां पे वेस्ट हो गया. समझ में आया? 2 मिलीसेकंड पहले खत्म हो गया था ना. अंडरस्टैंडिंग अमन? सो नेक्स्ट व्हाट हैपेंस? P3 कम्स. P3 अच्छा ठीक ठाक प्रोग्राम है, बट उसमें क्या हो गया ना, यूजर ने गलत इनपुट दे दिया, -3 का फैक्टोरियल दे दिया. सो नेचुरली इट इज गोइंग टू टर्मिनेट व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग -3. ओके, सो ये जो टर्मिनेट करेगा, अगर आपने रिटर्न 1 लिखा होता तो यहाँ पे 1 आता. अब तो आपने वॉइड मैन लिखा है तो यहाँ पे कुछ आएगा ही नहीं, तो यहाँ पे कुछ आएगा नहीं, तो अगेन 1 मिलीसेकंड में खत्म हो गया. सो 3 मिलीसेकंड वेस्ट हो गया. सो 5 मिलीसेकंड टाइम टोटल गॉट वेस्टेड. 1 मिलीसेकंड के बाद उतना एग्जीक्यूशन करने के लिए उसको 1 ms लगा था, तो बाकी 3 ms क्या करेगा? इट इज स्टक. ठीक है, सो दिस इज, जाओ ना भाई, हो गया. So this is the first problem that is happening where your CPU time is getting wasted. मैंने बताया था आपको that if you write a void main, आपके प्रोग्राम में कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा, because if a function is returning to main, there is a problem in return, who will suffer? Main will suffer, right? Similarly, if there is a problem in return of main, who will suffer? OS will suffer, system will suffer. अब क्वेश्चन आता है इसको हम कैसे यूज करें? ये तो ऑटोमेटिक हो रहा है. तो इसको हम कैसे यूज करें? नाउ सी आई गिव यू वन मोर एग्जांपल. आपने पेन ड्राइव को इंसर्ट करते हुए देखा है ना? ऑल द स्टेप्स हैव यू सीन? First, when you insert the pen drive, new device, first it will check the port, right? If there is a problem in USB port, then and there it will give error. But if the port is open, so first function, port checked. If returning success, then it will try to check the signature of the hardware. New hardware found, Kingston Data Traveler. Okay. Then if it is able to verify the signature correctly and that is successfully run, then the next program is called, that is installing the device driver, copying the device driver into the kernel, right? So this is the third thing that is done. If it is successfully done, अगर वो corrupted होगा तो वहीं पे error देके terminate हो जाएगा. अगर हो गया तो नाउ इट इज रेडी टू यूज, तो वहां पे ना अगर आपका एंटीवायरस इंस्टॉल्ड है तो वो एंटीवायरस चेकिंग करेगा. तो आप बोलोगे कि अरे नहीं नहीं, ये अलग अलग प्रोग्राम नहीं है जो रिटर्न करते हैं, ये तो एक ही प्रोग्राम के फंक्शन है. कैसे हो सकते हैं? एंटीवायरस तो थर्ड पार्टी यूटिलिटी है. एंटीवायरस तो अगर बाकी सब एक ही प्रोग्राम के पार्ट लिख भी दिया आपने, एंटीवायरस तो इज अ थर्ड पार्टी यूटिलिटी. एंटीवायरस कैसे काम कर रहा है वहां पे? That means what? They are separate programs which are getting used. Depending on the return value of one program, other program is coming. समझे? C में इसलिए इसको compulsory किया गया है because C is a system programming language. C is basically used for low level programming. That is why it has been made compulsory. Another example, another application. अब देखो two people are chatting, ठीक है? This is process one, but same process दो जगह पे चल रहा है. This is process two. Okay, suppose me and Aman are we are doing a chatting here. So in this case, this process is infinitely waiting for the other process to send, right? Similarly, this process is again infinitely waiting for this process to send. It's a two-way communication. है ना? तो suppose let me write another Aman A, मेरा भी A हो जाएगा. Let me I'm suppose talking with Nipun Kumar. Now suppose this is N and this is me. This is A. So two processes are continuously communicating. अब निपुण क्या किया ना, उसने एग्जिट कर दिया और उसका सिस्टम शट डाउन कर दिया. समथिंग ही हैज डन. सो माय प्रोग्राम विल गेट हैंग और नॉट? इट विल गेट स्टक. ये तो इनफाइनाइट लूप में चला जाएगा, है कि नहीं? But it doesn't go. You get a notification. That means when this program is terminating, you are getting a notification of termination, based on which this is also notified that the other person has left. So this is the significance of a return value of main. समझ में आया? ये प्रोग्राम जेनेरिक इंटरव्यू में नहीं पूछते हैं. ये कहाँ पे पूछते हैं? जहाँ पे 10 लोग होंगे उनको एक लेना होगा. There they ask this type of questions. So are you clear why main functions return is important? Please give this example. This is the best one that you can give. And that will also showcase your clarity of operating system knowledge. C में operating system लिखा गया है. समझ में आया? Done? Okay, good. So let me just remove all this and you take a screenshot then. You can take a screenshot. Let me know once you're done. Why there is one main function in a program? Because it has to start with a single thread first. If you have 3 main functions, so when I call main, which main will respond? That's why there should be only one main function. Even if in Java, in C++, we can write main, we can write an overloaded main, right? So even if you write an overloaded main, it is not the original main function. In a class, You can write multiple methods, namely overloaded main. I mean, one is maybe int main, one is char main, one is main taking two arguments, but the controller has to be one function. That is main function. Why it is int main? Because हाँ यही लिखने वाली थी मैं. Thank you. Main is a what type of function? Main is a pre-declared. अच्छा बोलो तो main is a user defined function or predefined function? If I could have conducted a poll, I think 75% people are writing predefined. ये तो वैसे ही हो गया यार, जैसे रामायण खत्म हो गया, सीता कौन है नहीं पता है. What do we mean by definition? Stop writing. What do we mean by definition? हाँ, पहले बताओ, what do we mean by definition of a function? Body or not? Which is the definition? You write the function. Is this a definition? This is a declaration, right? What is a definition? Like this. So who writes this? This is definition of a function, right? So who writes this? User. So if user is writing this, how come it is a predefined function? Huh? How it is a predefined function? Now all of you understood who answered it as predefined. It's a very common mistake students do. So main is a pre-declared because the how to write main, it is already defined. Why? Because OS is going to call it. So it's a pre-declared but user defined function. Okay. So all of you who were telling predefined, प्रोटोटाइप इज प्रोटोटाइप डिफाइन नहीं होता है बेटा, प्रोटोटाइप डिक्लेयर होता है. प्रोटोटाइप का मतलब ही डिक्लेरेशन होता है, डिफाइन कहाँ होगा वो. the how the function looks like it is already given. Okay, now inside it क्या लिखना है. आइसक्रीम खा रहे हो तो कोन ऑलरेडी क्रिएट, कोन ऑलरेडी बन के आया है, कोन इज डिक्लेयर्ड, शेप साइज उसका डिफाइंड है, लेकिन उसके इट इज ऑलरेडी गिवन. what flavor you are going to take is up to you. So how main looks like, what input it will take, what output it will give, it's all declared. But what exactly it is going to do, that is up to the user, how it is going to use it. Because operating system knows only one function, that is main. That is declared with the operating system. उसमें कोड लिखा गया ना, उसमें लिखा गया है कि any program you want to run, search for main and call it. So it is searching for main and calling it. People writing a Python must be thinking, ये तो main हम लोग नहीं लिखते हैं. नहीं लिखते हो, but there is a main there which is automatically inserted by the interpreter when it is working with it. Because that is the, you can say optimum uses of user friendliness is Python. Clear? Now guys, go for a small test. I'll give you exactly 5 minutes time for that. Try to submit, otherwise you will not be able to submit. Don't request me. Okay? Yes. I'll just get a link for you all. Six 18. We have got anatomy part to discuss, so please do it fast. Exactly, I mean, 5 minutes time. टाइप ऑफ एरर्स वो मैं मुझे याद दिला देना नेक्स्ट क्लास, प्लीज टेल मी, आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू, ठीक है? टाइप ऑफ एरर्स आई विल एक्सप्लेन। वैसे वही एनाटॉमी में कराऊंगी मैं अभी। Last 1 minute. Anybody who have to submit, submit. Otherwise, you won't be able to submit it.
25 8টা 8:30টার সময় এসে খাবি একবার আলিয়াম সেপা বুবলা
Yes, question 4 was confusing. You have to write the best answer. This type of questions are coming actually. Okay, so whichever is a rule, you can use that one. Okay, so let me stop it. Last warning, I'm stopping it. Okay. I was expecting this question now test in every PPT class. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Like Monday, I will not put any test so that you can enjoy your Diwali. But Wednesday, we will have. Okay. Have you taken the screenshot? I'll go to the next part. Okay. Okay. Acha. So now let me just write something and then at a time we will write all the definitions. Fine. So this we had discussed. I can write only main also, but in some compilers it is telling to write int main compulsorily. So it's better. It's a good habit to write like this. So here the factorial function that we were discussing. So we have a suppose num inner f, and we are accepting scanf percentile d address of n. Then we check that if check n equal to 0, then we are printing this we had done last class, right? So we write printf enter non-negative value, and then we write a return 1. Then we write else is not required in fact. So we write f equal to, let me write a fact function here by passing n, and we need to print the value of x. Is a printf percentile d f, okay, and return 0. Fine. Now what we discussed, will this program compile? Will this code compile? No. Why no? Because when the compiler will start, it will give you error regarding what is check, what is scanf, what is check, what is printf, what is fact, what is printer. All this it will not be able to recognize, right? So it will give you an error there. So what we need to do, we need to declare the functions. Fine. How do we do it? By writing prototypes? Yes, functions not declared. So as for user-defined functions, we can write as int check, as default return type is integer. You can write just check also. And we write int fact, int, right? What about predefined functions? Because we do not know how printf looks like, how scanf looks like. So it must be supplied somewhere. Fine. And wherever it is supplied, so where it is supplied? It is supplied in the header file. Okay, it is supplied in the header files. So header files has to be, no, not libraries, Chandrachud, because libraries contain the function definition. Header file contains the declaration. There is a significant difference between them. Please understand. Okay, so it is a declaration. Declarations are not in library. Library is definitions. Header files are like catalogs, and libraries are like libraries which contains books only, actual books. So it needs a very, I mean, the entire library's catalog can be kept in one book, isn't it? And you can keep it on your table. But the entire library, it needs a huge space. So that is the actual space point of view. If you see, that is a difference. So now see the declaration of printf and scanf we require here. Where it is available? It is available in the header file. Fine. So somebody needs to read and check the header file, copy the declarations for scanf and printf and put it here. जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे चेक और फैट का प्रोटोटाइप किया है, उसी तरीके से हमें क्या चाहिए, that somebody will see stdio.h, उसको खोलेगा, वहां से printf scanf का प्रोटोटाइप यहाँ पे कॉपी पेस्ट करेगा, है ना? And whoever will do it, when it has to do, it has to be done prior to compilation. So who works prior to compilation? Preprocessor, right? So we write here hash include stdio.h. Once this is done, your compilation is over. But will the code work? Compilation is done, but it will give you a linker error. Why? Because you're still missing with the definition of the functions. Function तो body है ही नहीं, खाली declaration है, इसको लेके क्या करेंगे? खाली passport photo है, exam देने passport photo थोड़े ही ना जाएगा, आपको तो जाना पड़ेगा ना. So you are missing. Understood? You are missing. So in that case, what will happen? You need the body. Who will do it? The linker will do it. Okay. So let me first take down the, you can say definition for whatever we have discussed till now. फिर उसके बाद हम लोग उसको add करेंगे. ठीक है ना? चलो. So let's write the definitions. So first one is so let's write the definition. First, what is a prototype? Okay, what is a prototype? Now, prototype is nothing but a pre-declaration of a function. Okay, it's a pre-declaration of a function. It's a pre-declaration of a function. If we need to use the function before writing the definition, before writing the function definition, it must be declared. Okay, which is called the prototyping. Okay, this is prototyping. Next comes header file. What do we mean by the header file? Devashish, do it now. So what is a header file? See, the name itself is head. Head mane kya? Head mane Shivam, the test is over. Stop disturbing me. Header file. So header means what? See, header means the head contains what? The face, right? So this is only for identification. That itself tells. Header file, when I ask students, most of them says that they header files contain the function. Header file do not contain the function. Header file just is an application. I mean, just say we put an application and put a passport photo. Similarly, header file is a declaration file. It contains only declarations. Okay. So what is a header file? Header file is a pre-supplied file that contain the declaration of predefined structures. Files वगैरह में हम लोग use करेंगे predefined structures. Prototypes, only prototypes are there. Okay, आपको by the end of this समझ में आ जाएगा क्यों इतना stress दे रहे हैं हम. Prototypes for pre-declared functions or library functions. Predefined macro definitions and expansions. Okay, so this is the header file is all about. Now let's discuss how this is working, or what is a preprocessor. Who is working? Who is doing this? The preprocessor, right? So what is a preprocessor? Who can say what is a preprocessor? Please tell me what is a preprocessor. It is a program that prepares. It's a program that prepares the source code. Whatever you all are writing, that is about one particular job of the compiler. Okay, it's not the entire of the preprocessor. It's not the total job. Okay, it's a total job. So it is a program that prepares the source code for compilation. Sun lo, for compilation. It basically does three activities, three jobs. First, file inclusion, the one that you all are telling. उसके बहुत सारे काम है. File inclusion, this is a hash include. Okay, then second is macro definition and expansion. Yes, Swarup, it is executing before the compiler because it prepares the code itself for compilation. So it has to. So macro definition and expansion. This is hash define. Then conditional compilation. Shreya Das, can you tell me what are the codes for this? Okay, so part of the code we may not, we may choose not to compile itself. So these are the basic activities. Apart from that, it also does some housekeeping activities. Housekeeping activities like it removes. Acha, we all know that the comments are ignored, right? So in order to make the comments ignored, what we have to do, naturally the compiler code has to be more complicated. That it has to remove certain part of it. So instead, preprocessor removes all comments. Okay, it doesn't reach to the compiler itself. So it removes all comments from the source code. Similarly, when you say compilation, what it does, it divides the statements into individual words, and each word it checks. So how do you divide the statement into words? Tell me, based on a space, right? But whenever we are writing a program, we give indentation, we give lot of space to make it for the beautification and better readability. But that will become a problem for the compiler. So what the preprocessor does, it squeezes the program, it trims it. There is a command in Unix, that is tr minus s, right? So what it does, it reduces the multiple spaces into a single space. So the same thing it does. So it squeezes multiple spaces into a single space. It squeezes multiple spaces into single space. Okay, that is stream. So these are the different things that a preprocessor does. Now let's see and understand this code hash include stdio.h. Now stdio.h, we know this is the header file. Okay, because the header files are categorized based on the type of function. So they are categorized based on the type of function they contain. That means until unless, I mean, if you know how what is the header file, you, in order to use a function, you must know what is the header file, then only you can do it. Okay, so what is let's see what stdio.h is. एक एक करके देखेंगे. stdio.h, this is what, this is the header file, we all know this. Fine. Now in order to, so what is the what we expect the preprocessor to do, we expect the preprocessor to search this header file, and from there it will get the prototypes, right? So how do you search a header file without knowing where it is? Like I'll give you the password of my laptop. I'll say this is the password, please get me a file, c programming c programming questions. Then do you have to read the entire 500 GB of hard disk in order to do it? No, it's too time taking. So I should tell you the path is like, I say d/anu/soa, and then it is there. .h is the header file. It's a type of file, Nipun. It's not the path. Path, do you understand? C colon slash, you can say d:/anu/soa/ ppt, like this. This is the path. So from where we get the path? So this angular bracket. Okay, what it tells, it if the file is included in angular bracket, then it is searched in the predefined path. Okay, predefined path kahan hota hai? Whenever you install the compiler, this path is set. Now, for example, if I'm using Unix or Linux, so if I'm using Unix or Linux, Unix or Linux, then the path is /usr/ include. Okay, please do not confuse this include with this one. This is a command, this is a folder. Okay, now if it is Windows, and suppose we are Boland C, TC, Turbo C, whatever you are doing. So if it is installed, suppose in C drive, then it is C/TC/include. So this is the default path where it is actually there. So it searches there. Okay. It searches there. Fine. Now, next what we are doing, say this file is not available ready-made. This is not a predefined header file. We are creating some of our functions and saving it in a header file. Then obviously it will not be found there. एक example देती हूँ तुम लोगों को. Suppose मुझे एक book, I'm searching for a book. Okay. So the default place where I search for the book is the library. That is the angular bracket. But if the book is no. Saurabh, he's asking that for every function, if there is a header file, what is the header file for user-defined functions? User-defined function we write. तो ready-made कैसे होगा? मैं जैसे आपको एग्जांपल नहीं दे रही थी, like insert, update, delete, ये तो हम लिखेंगे ना. तो we can create one utility.h header file जिसमें हम लोग ये सारे functions को डाल सकते हैं. So in that case, like suppose the book that I am searching for is somebody's personal belonging. तब तो library में नहीं होगा ना. Somebody's note that is. तब तो library में नहीं होगा ना. So where we will search it? Where are all files are in our classroom? So that is the host directory or the working directory. Understood? So if the file is, Saurabh, आपका question, could I answer your question? Is your doubt clear? Okay, good. So the file is created by the user, then using double quotes, first it will search in the predefined in the host directory. In the host directory. Okay, first it will search in the host directory. मैंने पहले हम लोग क्लासरूम में ढूंढेंगे. नहीं मिला. If not found, it will be searched in the predefined path. अगर नहीं मिला तो लाइब्रेरी जाएंगे. पहले आपस में ढूंढ लेंगे. तो एक क्वेश्चन आता है कि if double quote is searching in both the places, why should I use angular bracket? Is it coming to your mind also? Yes, because it is searching only in the predefined path. This is searching in both. If I know the book is in library, why should I waste time in searching 500 people's bags? Can you tell me? That's the reason, to save time, pre-processing time. Okay. Next. What is hash? Now see, we have seen that preprocessor has got some specific activities only, right? So why it is necessary? I am writing a code of 10,000 lines. It's not necessary for preprocessor to read that, no? So preprocessor will only execute that statement that starts with a hash. What it does, it invokes preprocessor. It executes only those statements that starts with hash. बाकी वो पढ़ता ही नहीं है. समझ में आया? अच्छा, now the last part, hash include. What it does? Now see the code that we have written here, this code. Okay, the code that we have written here, this code, how many lines this code will be? This is hardly 10, 12 lines, right? No, hash is not operator. Hash is a preprocessor invoker. It's a special type of symbol that we use. Hardly 10, 12 lines. When you compile, you'll find out it is 400 some lines it is getting compiled. So the entire content of the header file is replaced. Understood? That means this hash include statement will be replaced by the entire content of the header file. Now the obvious question comes, मुझे तो यार printfs का दो फंक्शन चाहिए थे, तो ये पूरा का पूरा फाइल क्यों दे दिया उसके अंदर? What is the necessity? समझ में आ रहा है? We need only two functions. No, we needed only the prototype of printf and scanf. Then why it has included the entire header file, entire content of the file? What's the logic behind it? अब एक बात बताओ, आपने रामायण सुना है? No, it's a header file, my dear. Header file contains only declarations. रामायण सुना है? अब बताओ तो हनुमान जी पूरा पहाड़ क्यों लेके आए थे? बताओ बताओ, why Hanuman ji has got the entire Gandhamardan? Please answer. हाँ, संजीवनी बूटी के लिए पहाड़ क्यों उठा के लाए थे? उन्हें तो संजीवनी बूटी चाहिए था ना, एक प्लांट चाहिए था. He was confused, right? He was confused, but he knew what to get, है ना? He was confused. He knew संजीवनी बूटी, but he could not understand which one is संजीवनी बूटी. तो उन्होंने पूरा पहाड़ ले लिया. But this poor fellow even does not know what you need. Suno, what I told you, that it reads only that statement that starts with a hash. Huh? That means it's not reading the total program. All of you stop writing and listen to me. It's not reading the total program. You can prove it. कैसे? अब देखिए, अब हनुमान जी को अगर सुसेन जी बोलते कि गंधमार्दन नहीं, बाय मिस्टेक उन्होंने उनको विंध्यगिरी बोल दिया होता, तब तो विंध्यगिरी उठा के लेके आते. That's not his mistake. Similarly, instead of hash include stdio.h, if I write math.h, वो एरर देता. अगर वो पढ़ता, वो नहीं देगा, वो पूरा math.h ऐड करके 200 लाइन छोड़ देगा उसके अंदर. Understood? Because when you write multiple files, उसको पता कैसे चलेगा कौन सा डिक्लेरेशन किसके अंदर है? So it is putting the entire content. Now the question comes, then the file becomes very big. तो वो slow नहीं हो जाएगा? Now please remember what I told you. Header file contains only the declarations. Declaration does not occupy memory. That means even if 400 lines you're adding, it is not adding a single line of code extra at the runtime. ये खाली उसको maintain कर रहा है. That's all. अगर कैटलॉग में 100 बुक का एक्स्ट्रा डिक्लेरेशन भी डाल दिया जाए, तो लाइब्रेरी स्पेस थोड़ी ना बड़ा होता है उसके लिए. आपका बुक सेल्फ तो बड़ा नहीं होगा ना. कैटलॉग में 100 बुक वो लोग जोड़ देंगे, तो आपका बुक सेल्फ थोड़ी ना बढ़ जाएगा. आपका बुक सेल्फ तो तब बढ़ेगा जब वो बुक आप लाइब्रेरी से इशू करके लाओगे. समझ में? So this is what std hash include stdio.h is. Now say this code will still not run. Why? Yes, multiple header files, because suppose you want to use pow function. It's not there in stdio.h. It's there in math.h. Do you know how many header files are there? So compiler has to make the entry for them also. So it will make it slower. Compilation slow हो जाएगा आपका. So that is why unnecessary, though it is not going to affect it in run time, but compilation will become slower. So unnecessary header files should not be used. Okay, last two definitions जल्दी जल्दी खत्म करते हैं. अब देखो, now if I try to compile, it will say 0 error, but it will give you a linker error. Why? Because we still are missing. अच्छा, हम यहाँ पे डेफिनेशन डाल देंगे फैक्ट का, और मैं 2 लाइन यहाँ पे ऐड कर देती हूँ, but I'll not keep it, I'll remove it ultimately. हाँ, int check, intn, इसका बॉडी हमने ऐड कर दिया यहाँ पे, इसका बॉडी हमने ऐड कर दिया यहाँ पे. Still then it will give you it will not be able to function. क्यों बोलो? Because printf's body, scanf's body, where are they? They're not there. Somebody has to supply it. Who will do it? Linker. Okay, let me remove this so that I can write the things. So compiler. What is the compiler? ये देखो, कंपाइलर कन्वर्ट्स, तो दर्जाटा भेजिए था, compiler converts the source code to object code. Okay, object codes cannot run. Why? As they do not contain the definition for the definition for the library functions. Okay, so what we require? We require linker for that. Okay, very, very important. So this is linker. नेक्स्ट क्लास रिमाइंड मी टू डिस्कस स्टैटिक लिंकिंग, डायनामिक लिंकिंग. कंप्यूटर साइंस स्टूडेंट्स के लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस है ये सारे. Linker, what it does, now every function has to be associated with a corresponding function body. Okay, it links, it associates or links every function call with corresponding function definitions. Okay, and then creates executable. Okay, ये आपका .exe हो सकता है या a.out हो सकता है based on what compiler you are using. Fine, and saves it to the hard disk. But in order to run the program, you need to have them in memory, isn't it? You have to have them in memory. So who will do it? Loader. Last one. Yes. So what the loader will do? It's a dynamic loader. There is a static loader. So what they will do? It copies the executable from the disk, and puts it into memory. Execution. Got it? So finally your program is executed. So next class I'll start with the life cycle of C program, where I'll put all this into a diagram, and also I'll give you an example, real life example, जहाँ पे ये definition आपको ऐसे ही याद रख जाएंगे. You don't need to remember this. Fine. Any questions please ask, otherwise we are going to finish the session. Any doubts? Hash include का definition मैंने नहीं लिखा. Oh. Not necessarily it is .h. It can be any file. एक .c भी लिख दोगे ना तो उसको भी वो डाल देगा उसके अंदर, कुछ भी. ये पूरा चीज का मैं एक एग्जांपल दे दूंगी फिर. नहीं, stdr.h का कंटेंट डालेगा ना. stdr.h आशीष सेनापति .h माने हेडर फाइल. हेडर फाइल माने ओनली डिक्लेरेशंस. डेफिनेशन नहीं डालेगा. डेफिनेशन लिंकर यहाँ डाल रहा है. किस किस का डेफिनेशन? ओनली जितने को आपने कॉल किया. अब देखो हैश इंक्लूड क्या करेगा, पूरा stdr.h में 150 फंक्शंस हैं, इन सबका डिक्लेरेशन डाल देगा. समझे? तुम एक टाटा मैक्रोवेल का कैटलॉग लेके आ गया, इसका मतलब थोड़े ना सारा बुक तुम खरीदेगा. तुम तो वही खरीदेगा ना जो तुम्हारे सिलेबस में है. उसमें से 2 बुक मेरे सिलेबस में है, तो 2 को मैंने कॉल किया है. अब लिंकर वही 2 बुक को लेके आएगा. दैट्स अ डेफिनेशन. समझ में आया? यू हैव टू नो दैट शशांक। अगर आपको कोई भी फंक्शन चाहिए ना, आप फंक्शन लेके सर्च कर दोगे तो आपको मिल जाएगा हेडर फाइल। याद रह जाते हैं, टेंशन नहीं है कुछ। जनरली 3 बहुत ज्यादा यूज होता है, एक तो stdio, एक है strlib लाइब्रेरी फंक्शन, और एक है 3 4, एक है string.h, और एक आपको math.h। यही 4 5 बहुत ज्यादा यूज होता है, बाकी सब कोई ग्राफिक्स वगैरह कोई करेगा तब यूज करेगा। ओके, सो लेट्स स्टॉप टू दिस क्लास हियर। विश यू ऑल अ वेरी हैप्पी दिवाली। Hash searches the hash is invoking the preprocessor, it doesn't search anything। hash hashtag थोड़ी ना है, preprocessor है। See you on Monday then। Okay,